God, I am shameless. Every T5G video that comes up, I'm like, I like video game too. Let's see what we got. 20 games that trolled Tryhards.
There's nothing more satisfying than filling your pockets with loot. And while usually being rich has its perks, in Stalker, it'll be your downfall. After spending all that time, you'll finally make it to the last mission. But the greediest Tryhards will be locked out and instead receive a brutal punishment.
That's
What?
it? No way, it's not it.
Why? What do you
I
mean?
hated everything so much. I was so greedy.
I get it. In Stalker at the end, if you try and take all the items with you, I guess the whole building is coming down. You just get a bad ending. It just kills you. Oh, that's a little sad. I mean, that makes sense. They do the same thing in Fallout. That reminds me of Fallout. In Dead Money in Fallout, there's a massive vault at the end, and there's so much money. And you can pick up the gold bars, but they weigh a ton, right? The whole place starts collapsing. It's not looking good, fellas. What are we gonna do? Oh, fuck, .jpg, gotta run away. But if you pick up the gold bars, it weighs you down so much that it slows your character down, and if you don't get out in time, you just die. It's brilliant.
As big as Breath of the Wild, it is calling out to Tryhards who want to complete everything, including the hardest challenge of all, finding 900 Korok seeds.
Oh
People
no.
spent hundreds of hours hunting down every last seed they could find, and some of them devoting 12 hours a day just to be the first. After all this
What?
grueling effort, you'd finally claim your reward of...
Hestu's gift. A gift of friendship given to you by Hestu. It smells like pretty bad, cause it's you just got a giant pile.
Oh, that's Austin John. Fancy seeing you here. Did any of you actually do this? I'm gonna be honest, if you found all 900 Korok seeds and you were disappointed at what you got, I mean, what were you expecting? Were you expecting Master Sword 2? They're gonna reforge another one for you? Or were you expecting the developers to come out and personally give you a handshake? Were you expecting Zelda to spawn in your room and immediately start undressing herself? Like, there's nothing they could have given you that would have lived up to gathering 900 Korok
Pile
seeds.
of gold.
Speaking of
You deserve to be
a
disappointed.
ridiculous amount of hidden
that
items to
Kratos?
discover. So when a rope
Lisa.
presents itself and says very important above, Donkey couldn't resist.
I'm gonna climb up this for the next 30 minutes now.
Now, it doesn't take long to realize this rope just keeps going on and on for a super long time. But where most players quit, Tryhards are rewarded in the best way. Let me tell you,
Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's fine, honestly.
as fast as speedrunning. And when High on Life released, streamers were desperate to earn their world record, but instead got called out.
Are you trying to speedrun? Are you speedrunning right now? That's okay, you can do that. We think that's cool. We think that's great. Good luck. I hope you get a world record.
Some of
Okay, I don't know how I feel about that because High on Life is a little bit too self-aware, where it's like, it's kind of funny, but at a point it gets annoying and it gets a little dumb because it's all the same humor. Also, Justin Roiland, you're in prison for doing domestic abuse. Come on, you made the game. A little bit weird, man. What's going on, dude? But I feel like that'd be really annoying because every time you do a run, you'd have to have that little squirt, that little ass pop up and do, are you speedrunning? You speedrunning right now? You're like, yes, because you reset so much when you do speedruns. So you're gonna see his little ass face 100
the
times.
players took this further by using glitches to get the fastest time. And of course, the devs roasted them.
Okay, you cheated there, and you almost broke the game. We had a deal, you know. You're permanently on the Squanch Games bad person list. We all pee on your name.
The Squanch Games bad person list. Ooh, wonder who's on that list. Oh, I see, we got speedrunners, we got our founder.
For those who remember, Assassin's Creed 2's feathers were a pain to track down. But if you did this 100 times, you would unlock a mysterious item that sounded incredible. The prize.
What if you gather 100 feathers? What are you gonna do with 100 feathers? You gonna make a t-shirt?
Spending days of your life on this treasure hunt? A cape. I mean, yeah, it looked kind of cool, but the devs literally added this just to make
Bro, it's
things
a
10
black
times
cape.
harder.
It has a PNG on it of a flag. That's so depressing. They could have made it a cool cape. They could have made it a cape made of the feathers. That would have been sick. That would have been worth it.
Now
How
we're
dare
going
they?
to swarm you, but don't worry because you only have to do this in every city. A collectible with some meaning is in Control, where you complete dozens of puzzles to find these cat statues. But dare to take shortcuts and the devs will catch you. Gathering them all unlocks a secret chamber where you're presented with the cat ears. Pretty adorable, and most would say it's worth the hassle, but what if there was another way? Of course, all the sweaty players started downloading save files, which allowed them to skip everything without
is
putting
me.
the work in. But don't worry, they
Yeah, that's what I do.
learned not to mess with cats.
Oh no. Is she crying? The game kills you? Okay, that's fair. I actually like games that just kill cheaters, right? Like that. But I also like games that have cheats built in because they want you to have fun with it. That's great about GTA. If the next GTA game doesn't have cheats, or no, you know what they're gonna do? Oh god, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do microtransaction cheats, aren't they? They're gonna have microtransaction cheats. No. They're gonna do cheat shot cards. No.
Downloading save files is pretty bad, but even using saves normally can expose you as a total tryhard. We've all been terrified of losing progress, leading us to save like every 5 seconds. But in Postal 2, you can't do that without getting straight up torched.
Didn't you just save? My grandmother could beat the game if she saved as much as you do.
Pretty common knowledge of Mario that these green pipes take you to another part of the world. But when the Lost levels came out, Nintendo secretly wanted to troll people who are so confident they forgot to read. Those trying to rush through a level would jump into a pipe and just instantly regret it.
What? There's
Welcome to the warp zone.
Take you back levels?
Yep, it's
Bro, their target audience is 5-year-olds. They probably don't even know that they haven't learned what 1 is yet. That's so mean. They're just destroying the progress of 5-year-olds. But the best thing is 5-year-olds don't care about losing progress because they basically have infinite time. So they'll think it's great. Be like, oh, more video game, let's go.
sends you back to the start after hours of grinding. I mean, that's gotta hurt. 100%ing a game is difficult, but the Binding of Isaac has players who 3 million percented the game, and I'm not even exaggerating. It took thousands.
Listen, I didn't think it was possible to 300 million % a game, but I've seen Northern Line upload like 500, 700 episodes of just the Binding of Isaac, and I don't know how someone could stand to play a game consistently, exclusively just one game for so long. It just doesn't make any sense how someone can play one game constantly for like years and make hundreds of videos out of the same game. Like, don't you get bored at some point? Don't you need to take a break? Don't you need to do something else at some point? It just doesn't really make any sense to me. Anyway.
Of hours and forced them to complete every possible save file until there was nothing left. Their reward? An obese Isaac telling you to stop playing. Now that's not as frustrating as being banned for outsmarting the game.
Fair.
Well, RPGs always have iconic ways to level up your character. In Fallout New Vegas, one of these traits is luck. Upgrading this actually affects your chance.
Oh, wait, I know this is gonna be. This is gonna be if you win too much in the casino, they kick you out for winning, which is a thing that actually happens in real life as
In
well.
a casino, which is pretty cool. But this got people thinking, what happens if I use it to my advantage? Yeah, all the tryhards started to max out their luck and rush to a blackjack table so they could abuse it for.
No, this isn't tryharding. This is just building a character to do a specific thing. You build characters to do everything. You build characters for melee builds. You put a lot of strength in it. You build characters for sniping builds. You make their agility high. You make their perception high. You make a character that wins in the casino. You make their luck high.
Infinite money. Sounds unfair, but earning too many chips draws unwanted attention, with the floor manager kicking you out.
We can't let you play here anymore.
What?
Sorry, you just win too much.
Oh, man.
Getting banned for
As
winning
long
in a
as
casino-
listen, as long as they're honest. That's fair. He literally comes up to you, he's like, hey, you're taking too much of our money over here. Get out of here. Get out of this casino. In a real casino, they'll make something up. They'll be like, yeah, we have camera evidence of you pissing on the floor. You can't come here anymore.
defeats the whole point. But so does getting punished for farming cows. In 2015, people discovered this field in The Witcher 3 full of cows. They just kept respawning, and this allowed players to hoard infinite leather, selling it to instantly become rich. The developers weren't happy about this. And so
Wait,
they
I didn't know
released an
about
update
that.
Called the Bovine Defense Force. And
All right, fine. I'll do another Witcher 3 playthrough. God, I didn't know about that one. Fine, I'll do another playthrough. Geez, stop asking. Jeez.
instead of just fixing the spawn, they were determined to punish everyone who farmed these creatures. And so after the update, anyone who tried it will be hunted down by one of the most powerful enemies in the game.
He's not super aggressive.
What? Wait, what happens if you kill it though? Does he have like 7,000 leather if you kill
That
him?
makes you feel nervous. Metal Gear Solid calls out all cheaters who thought they were getting away with it. During one scene, you have to survive an electrical machine by button mashing. Miraculously, some players made it look easy, just a little too easy. Probably because they were secretly using a modded controller. And while your friend sitting next to you wouldn't notice, the game sure does, causing us.
No, I can button mash pretty quick. See, like I mean, I got a controller right here. See, okay, so I can do this. I can pass this. Just see, I can button mash. Look how fast. You'd probably think I had a modded controller, but no, that's just me being talented, being amazing.
A lot to say this.
Don't even think about using auto fire, or I'll know.
Dare to ignore the warning, and this happens.
You're cheating. Stop cheating to get out of my torture device. It's not fair. Let me torture you properly.
And they weren't the only ones getting cheated, because Ni no Kuni punishes you with the dumbest reward. After completing the main story, you have the chance to fight every boss all over again, but at a higher difficulty, promising that all these hours put in will be worth it. A second playthrough is already humiliating enough, but the prize for doing this is a vehicle. I mean, at this point, the game is
How is a second playthrough humiliating? New Game Plus modes are in like most games now.
done, and there's literally nothing left to visit. In World War Z, you're shooting zombies nonstop.
Yeah, to be honest, getting a car is pretty cool, but having nothing to visit kind of sucks.
It's easy to miss out on some small details, but if you're the type to search every corner, you'll find a hilarious secret. Over here, you can find this billboard, but getting closer will reveal a tiny QR code, and while you probably hope it's an Easter egg or a free item, it starts playing this. It's safe to say the craziest fans of gaming
Oh man, come on. They could have linked to like a funnier video than that.
have to be
Come on,
Dark
guys.
Souls players. They can beat enemies in the most absurd ways. So when Sekiro launched, the devs wanted to troll anyone who was too good at the game. Usually you're thrown into a boss battle that's meant to kill you, and only hardcore fans are able to beat it first try so they can get all the OP gear. So when they came across Sekiro's first boss, Tryhards knew everything, giving blood, sweat, and tears, throwing whatever loot was to offer, only for him to chop off your arm anyway. Still not as funny as Sly Cooper.
Dude,
which
I
is
hate
tough.
that. In those games, there's a ton of fighting games that you're supposed to lose the fight, right? Or maybe you're supposed to win the fight. And then the cutscene will just be the opposite of whatever happened in the fight. You'll beat their asses, and then your own character will collapse and be like, no, he's too powerful. I can't possibly match up to him. When you just like 6-0'd him, you flawlessly destroyed him, he didn't touch you once. So aggravating when that happens.
Tryhard who ever touched it. Thieves in Time offered players a secret ending for reaching 100% completion, and it was pretty special, going as far as teasing the next game. Only problem, it doesn't exist. Now there's something ridiculously impressive about beating a game without dying.
Doesn't exist?
That's why Super Street Fighter 2 trolled anyone.
Maybe they just
who
didn't
was
make
that
it.
Good. If you somehow managed to get to the final boss without using a single continue, it wouldn't be the final boss at all. That challenge was clearly too easy for you, so the devs made a secret enemy that would match your difficulty.
That's kind of cool though. That's a little sick. That's the devs acknowledging how sick you are at the game and the fact that you need a little bit of a harder challenge. I respect that.
In The Witness, finishing the game
got
is almost seen
railed.
as a punishment because of how bad the endings are. But there's a secret ending that's basically a slap in the face to Tryhards. It's extremely difficult to find, and only the most driven people had the patience for it, but after all that hard work, you're given this.
I don't know if I want to go through his story. I guess I have to. Do I have a blindfold on? Ah, it's actual human hands. They're gonna tell me it's all a dream now? Wait,
What the hell is going on?
what the? This sh-
What,
straight
bro?
up
What
was
the
a
hell is this?
Metal Gear Solid 5 is
Bro,
almost
what?
impossible to outsmart.
No, they didn't hit you with it. It's all a dream. I hate that, man. Can't do that.
Because it literally adapts to your strategy. The game allows you to approach missions any way you want, but even if you found the perfect method to take down enemies, it won't last long. If you spend your time getting a lot of headshots, they'll start wearing protective helmets. Sneak around.
That's
in the
cool.
dark, the guards will pull out flashlights and hunt you down. Don't subscribe.
That's exactly how NPCs should act. If you're taking down enemies in a certain way, that's just smart AI design, is that they adapt to how they are being taken down. Because that's what would happen in real life, right? If you have someone that's going around punching someone, giving someone brain damage in the head all the time, people are gonna start wearing helmets because they don't want to get brain damage. More games should do that. And you know what more people should do as well? Is subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, if you want me to watch a video, suggest it in my Discord server.